All right, here is where we're going to take the base of the lighthouse, the first 7 pillars, and we're going to take ourselves up. I'm here at Vision Villas right now. If you actually look around here, you'll see that this guy here is a Buddha. Male, female, who can tell? But basically the Buddha is at the end of the river of life. We've got this river that comes all the way down from Saraswati, which is creation, through to Buddha, which is contemplation. And what I'm going to do is take us down this same river when we look at all aspects of information around us and how we can organize this in a way that we can really use it practically within the lighthouse. Okay, so come with me. I'm going to take you to the next Bale, which is like the fire Bale. This is all about rising, which is why it's in the east, which means the sun rises from there. Oh, talking about the sun. Hi guys, we have here our solar energy. This is solar powered heating, water. So right here at Vision Villas, we're doing everything possible to connect up with nature here. So just fixing that up. Over this way, we have got a really different energy here, because this is all about the who. This is about people. And you can see it actually feels totally different here as well. And even the way the whole place has been designed, obviously it's about fire. And you can see it says Fire Pavilion, and this is all about the who. And here's the key to this second part. When we, actually let's go this way because it's a bit kind of noisy here. So the key to this part is that if we think that everything's about people and how we connect together, flow itself is about our life flow with each other and our connections to each other. The key to this second part, which is application, which is the tower itself, you kind of go in the entry, you go up the spiral staircase, and there are a total of 9 different levels. So this is where the spectrum comes in, and the fact that if right now, and I know people who right now are there saying, okay, I know that I have got a challenge because my business has got to a certain level, there's something I'm not seeing which allows me to get to the next level up, what would that be? Or someone else is saying, look, geez, you know, I've just lost my job, I want to start a business, but I really don't even know what the first steps are for me to do this. Or someone else is saying, you know, things are going pretty successful, but I can't find the right people to run my businesses for me. What's the best way for me to do that? You know, every one of these, there are specific rules to play the game. And so every one of these 9 levels, from red to ultraviolet, from infrared to ultraviolet, every one of those 9 levels, you're going to find that there are very, very specific steps, and it's really a matter of taking one to go to the next. And that's all part of the spectrum. Doesn't matter who you love as an author, who you love as a writer, as a speaker. You know, we're connecting with all the greats around the world to actually make sure that all their information is fitting in a particular way so you can access it when you need to. All right, so come with me and I'll show you what happens when the sun rises and actually takes itself along the line through from rising to settling. Because along here, we actually have this line which is going directly east to west. And it's really amazing how much when we're in cities and we kind of forget that it's not about the information, it's about how we locate that information, which gives us all of the success that we have in life. Actually, I'm going to do this. Just before we go down to the earth, I want to show you one thing. Most people don't see this when they come to Vision Villas. So kind of come along with me. This is the center of the resort, by the way, and we've actually got, every room has got a story behind it. It's got a different Hindu god. But what you find is that after you've gone through the 3 blocks of creation, preservation, and then completion, is that Shiva, who is the god of completion or the god of destruction, who, by the way, is married to Parvati, who's the goddess of love, right? So you need love for destruction, or love for ending anything and creating a new cycle. In order, when you get to here, a lot of people think, well, that's the end of the journey. No, that's just the beginning. Behind here, here we go. Here's a guy called Ganesha, and Ganesha is the son of Shiva, and Ganesha has an elephant head. And Ganesha, basically, if you know about Hindu culture and you know about the Om and you know about basically the structure by which we actually are able to start any new journey, that the idea that it's only through destruction you actually create new creation, that he's looking across the water and out to the other side to actually start the next journey. No matter where you're at in life, no matter what you're doing, when you're starting that journey, knowing that the lighthouse is a symbol for adventure, and knowing when you actually come home, it is the symbol of safety, and it's sitting right there on the rocks out to sea, that when we know that there's always something there looking after us, looking out for us, it gives us the confidence to know that we're doing the right thing at the right time. And that's why we created the lighthouse, to make sure that every one of us doesn't end up feeling we're on our own or that we don't know what to do next, but there's always an access point for wherever we happen to be. All right, come with me. I'm going to just take us to the earth side. And what I've just covered is the application, which is the fact that all through life there's specific steps we can take, and it doesn't matter if you want to master a sport, you master a new craft, you know there's certain steps, and exactly the same way with wealth, we've created those steps within the lighthouse now. We are going down a little path which takes us to earth energy, and this is the next part, which is called extension. And this will be the part where I finish the second section of what we're talking about here. Here we have, hello. Here we have the earth energy. This is kind of like our spa and everything as well. And here we have the earth energy, which is all about settling, which is why you will find that this is where the sun sets. It sets over here in the west. And beyond application, which is kind of getting out there, making things happen, you'll find there's another part to the lighthouse, which is kind of capping off application. That's called extension. We're going to find that there's a language behind flow, which includes the spiral. It includes the square. It includes a star. It includes the journeys we go through, where if you want to go deeper, then someone at this high level can go very, very deep. You can go back 5,000 years. And you only have to sit here for a moment and experience what we ourselves have created, what here in Bali has been created, and the spirit that's been created over many, many, many years, to know that there's already a presence which allows us to build upon that presence as well. And that's one of the most important things about earth energy, is the fact that there's already earth there for us to grow from. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to kind of pause this part by sharing that already, just from actually going through these three first steps. And there's more above, which I'll come on to in a moment. But from those three first steps, just again to know that when it comes to intellectuals need to know in order to do. But entrepreneurs need to do in order to know. But what's important is to do the right thing at the right time. And that's exactly why the lighthouse is where it's at, to allow us to be able to know which step comes first, which one comes next. And so at no point are we ever lost. And at all points, we have terra firma. We always have got something as a foundation to hold on to and to step forward from.